cannot say that Japan is like the only country where they are endorsing the laser development. I think this is everything depends on the people. So just from the beginning, well, we had some Japanese seniors with very right profile, and that's why we have a very strong connection with Japan. And we are glad because Japan is one of the leading countries. Also, we take the advantage of this, of the fact that we have some Japanese working here, because in Japan there are many unique technologies that they are scattered, and because of the language barrier, most of the world is simply not able to access them. So for our own development, we needed to use some very small Japanese companies to do some jobs for us. And without the help of our Japanese colleagues, we would never be able to do it, because the big Japanese companies, even the big Japanese companies, they have a problem to talk in English with foreigner. And with the small companies, it's over. They will not even reply to your email. Every Asian country is different. So maybe in Japan, sometimes it takes too long time to get to the point. We have some initial meeting. Well, we agree, but then for maybe the reasons of their spirit, it took quite long time to make consensus on their side. This is very different from South Korea, for example, which is very quick. So as soon as I give a green light or we agree, well, then my South Korean colleagues, they are bombarding me with the emails that they want to do something very quickly and so on. So Japan is very different. So it seems they need a lot of time to make up their mind to agree internally with this. But once you go through this, I think you are like the partners for the entire life. Then I think the relationship can be very strong, and this is important for us because HiLASE will be here for the next 50, maybe more years. We have an issue of the visa, the issue of accommodation, and all the paperwork with the foreign police, and this is bringing additional workload for us. We paved the road somehow, because I remember in 2011 when we started to hire our Japanese colleagues. I'm sure or actually both of them, the professor, and he was the first one, I think, to come to the Czech embassy in Tokyo to asking for something called the scientific visa. And then the Czech officers, they told him like, we don't know about any scientific visa, it doesn't exist. But now it's well established, so now it's kind of standard, because after the 4 or 5 years already the embassies now they know. Also, I think the government is more maybe eager to explain that the science and technology is very important. They are even now appointing some kind of this scientific attaché starting from Israel, and I'm sure that there will be one in Japan soon, in US, and maybe in few years there may be some in Korea and in China. So this is just coming. But I think you will never have 100% probability that all the tricks will remain here. I think all the know-how is being mainly transferred through the people. We can just work with the people and try to in addition to some legal papers like disclosure, maybe try to educate the people that it's not nice to steal Okay, it's not nice to download the movies from internet. So in the same manner, it's not nice to transfer the ideas or some tricks from one place to another. But it can always it can always happen, and I think it's not specific for Asia. I mean, my experience, because I am in the research since the early 90s. This is all around the world. Speaking about research, I cannot comment too much about the industrial world and the companies. Me personally, I do not trust in patents. Patent is just the piece of paper. It's a nice publication. Okay, that's fine. We can get some point. But if there is no like a client to buy this patent, then the patent to me has actually zero value. I think the what is more important is the know-how, the recipe, the tricks, how to make the things. Actually, even in the patent, you don't disclose all the tricks. You just like describe maybe the principles, but you will never write like how many of what you put there. It's like with the Czech liquor, the Becherovka. There is no patent for the Becherovka, right? It's a big secret. I think it's somewhere in a treasure.